Hey guys, it's Austin. Um, I know you guys know it's me, but I almost just feel like that's a good way to start. Like, hey, it's me. What's up? Hope you guys are having a good evening though. It's 8:14, so I'm filming this in good old El Paso. Shouldn't be here too much longer, honestly. The time of filming this, I'm looking forward to getting out of here. To be honest, I know there are some people who kind of like the desert, who like El Paso in general. But I'm not the biggest fan. I miss the trees, the grass. I miss deer and bears and, that kind of biome. Like that's home to me. Like that's what I'm comfortable with. That's what I like. Um, a lot of you guys probably feel the same way anyways, but yeah, what I wanted to talk about in this video is content, and specifically what I wanted to talk about as far as this goes is like what separates the winners from the losers and what makes you different and what makes people attracted to your business. And also it's like dealing with the question of how are you going to make money in your business from the people that are attracted to your audience, to your world, so to speak. If you're doing your own personal brand, if you have an affiliate marketing business on Facebook, like so many people do, what makes you different? Why should people care? In this video, I really just wanted to talk about some insights that have been more clear to me as of recent. And I think this will really help too, as far as giving you clarity in this field, knowing forward long term strategy, how to go about making your business very, very successful. And to tell you the truth, it's nothing too complicated. I found that really the best advice is often the most simplest. It's nothing complicated. Like, people will tell you, for example, like the secret to success is hard work. That's like literally so true, but nobody wants to hear it, right? Because it's so generic and, oh, come on, there's got to be a secret, right? What would you do? Everyone's always looking for that, like that secret, but it's all simple, man. No one said it's easy. It's not easy building an online business, personal brand. But the concepts, at least in business, pretty simple. Like, you don't have to be that smart to do any of this. Like, you can be pretty dumb, to be honest, and you can just be very, very successful with having a personal brand. You can make millions of dollars. Like, as long as you just do the right things enough and you differentiate yourself, you have good offer, good branding, good audience, good sales skills, you're golden pretty much, right? So, a few things that have really become clear to me as far as attracting the right people to your audience goes is that you attract the people that you showcase yourself to be online. What I'm getting at is that you shouldn't be afraid or you shouldn't even be hesitant at all, really, to share parts of your life that might even seem boring to you and everyday and routine. Like, for example, going to the grocery store, going to the gym, getting up in the morning, drinking coffee, driving, walking your dog, seeing your kids. I can go on and on. You need to share more of that in your business, in your personal brand. I personally have had some struggle with this myself because I tend to be a private person. I tend to not naturally share things to audience, to anybody in general. Like I'm just like that naturally, right? And I know there are a lot of people out there who are like that too, who are kind of like me in that sense. I've never felt compelled to share anything on social media. I just really don't care like what people think of me all that much. So I don't feel compelled to share, oh, hey, this is what I'm doing. Right? Oh, hey, look at what I'm eating. Hey, look at what I'm doing. Look at me, right? Give me a like, give me a heart, I've never been like that. But here's what you got to realize. This is just a hard truth is that in the personal branding game, that's really what it's all about is sharing who you are. It's just sharing who you are, and if you don't do that as well as other people do, who are wearing their heart on their sleeve, so to sense, they have a competitive edge over you. If there are other people in your market who are sharing more of themselves and you're not sharing yourself at all, they're already winning in that department. They're already winning on the marketing side, on the audience building side. Like they're just doing better than. So, I know it can be difficult, especially as you're starting out. You're maybe thinking like, oh, like I don't want to show my face all that much. I don't need to share what's going on in my life all the time. And I don't want to say, oh, you need to share everything, even the stuff that's too personal for you, right? You don't need to share like, for example, like 8 p.m., 10 p.m., like like chilling in your bedroom with your spouse or something. Like obviously you can draw some lines. Okay. Um, Maybe that's a really extreme example, but you get what I'm saying. In your business, what you do, what you have to do to have a successful personal brand, to have people in your audience that you actually enjoy working with and who are actually attracted to you as a brand, that necessitates that you share yourself to a high degree in the online space. That means if you want to attract people like you, if you want to attract cool people like yourself who like you, who you want to work with, and who people will naturally latch on to you, because if you share more yourself, that gives people, that gives people something to grab onto in a sense. Like if share maybe like you're playing soccer or something and you're like doing some tricks or whatever, but maybe you have like a marketing business and it doesn't really have much to do with it, but you just like to play soccer on the side. You just decide to include that in your content. Like, hey man, I'm just juggling a ball here. There might be somebody in your audience, or maybe who's not even in your audience yet, who reaches out to you and says, dude, love the juggling skills there. Can you do around the world? Or, what's your position? Or, what's your favorite soccer team? Like, because people naturally gravitate people who are like them. Let's face it, you don't usually gravitate to anybody who isn't like you. And you usually don't like people who aren't like you in a couple of senses and a couple of factors. If somebody is completely different from you, they have different values, they have different goals, they look different. Well, I mean, well, that's not a good example. If they do different things in their lives, maybe even like, like they, I don't know, like they have different religion maybe too. Like there's a lot of things in play in part of it. But you usually like someone who's completely diametrically different from you, it's not someone that you usually gravitate towards. If you sit across from a coffee shop, like, are you gonna talk about anything interesting? If not, then that's probably not the type of person that you normally would want to attract to your business or even work with. You want your audience to be full of people who have similarities to yourself. Obviously, we're all different a little bit, like, obviously, right? But like people who have the same hobbies, the same values, the same beliefs, the same experiences in a sense, like the same thoughts. Like when you share more of those things, the more you share in that department, oh, this is what I'm thinking right now. This is what I'm experiencing. Hey, I just played soccer. Hey, I was just playing baseball. Hey, I was just, running earlier. Like that gives the thousands of people that are going to be viewing your reels, your stories, or just your regular Facebook or YouTube or TikTok content. That's going to give them an opportunity to reach out, to connect with you, to feel closer to you. And when people feel closer to you, guess what? They get closer to you. What do you think about it? You're on Instagram, on Facebook, probably every day, to be honest. If you're like an average person who has access to the internet, You're scrolling through, and what do you like? You like stuff that you like, right? And maybe you would even go so far as to just check out this person's profile, check out what the page is all about. And then guess what? You give the page a follow. Like, that's how it works. So, like, you need to become that page that you like. Okay. If you think about it, like, just think about the stuff that you like on social media. Share more of the stuff that you like. Share more of the stuff you don't like. Even if it's a little bit controversial, share it. Because there are going to be some people out there who are like, dude, I thought I was the only one. Dude, pineapple should not go on pizza. Like, honestly, people are just crazy when they do that. I think it's stupid. Why? It doesn't belong on pizza. Just put regular, normal things on pizza. That's one of my personal beliefs. I mean, I'll eat pineapple on pizza, but it's not like something I would go out of my way to do. And I'm not like a proponent of it by any means. So, but see what I'm saying? Maybe there'd be someone watching this, right? Dude, thank you. But there's going to be somebody else watching this, like seething, like just, like staring at the screen, like, okay, really, man? Like, seriously? So, but you know what I'm saying? All jokes aside, though, like, that's my point, man. And the most successful people in this industry, as far as branding goes, as far as building their audience, it's because they lean into their skills, to their interests. For me, like, I play the piano a lot in my reels, and I have like people reaching out to me who are like musicians or like people who just like music in general, and they're like, "Dude, great playing, man. Really appreciate just seeing another music marketer." Haha. By the way, man, I had a question about building your audience up and just branding yourself. I'm having a hard time going about it. I'm not really sure what to do. There's not been a lot of guidance given to me in that area. And I just want to know if you had a couple of pointers. You obviously seem to know what you're doing. That was just paraphrasing right there what literally happened to me like 2 days ago. This was a message that happened to me like 2 days ago. Okay, that's stuff that you're going to get in your own business. You don't want to have to go out every single day and just add random people as friends organically. You don't want to have to do that forever, right? You want your content to do that work for you if you don't have to. So people are just inbounding you saying, "Hey man, dude, love that pizza that you just made in the oven there. Homemade. I often make pizza myself back at home, but yeah, it usually doesn't turn out as well as yours. I mean, you obviously know what you're doing. That's pretty good. In fact, I've been making pizza for 10 years, and actually my dad owns a pizzeria and whatever. Hey, okay, like, it could be the simplest things. It can be the simplest things. Like, believe it or not, like these blinds behind me right now. I don't know many people who have an appreciation for blinds. Okay. And these blinds aren't that great, but there might be somebody out there in this audience or anybody who like looks at that and they're like, wow, look at those blinds, man. Or is that eggshell white? Dude, great taste, man. Like, that's awesome. You're obviously somebody who knows what to look for in design, right? Stuff like that. It's everything about you. Everything. It's who you are. So share that because it's only going to benefit your business and it's going to differentiate you from other people. People who just aren't sharing anything at all. They're lost in a sense. Like, they don't have the potential that you would have if you share more of yourself. I see people out there who just share cover photos of like maybe their dog and their profile picture is just something random and they have like 0 posts on Facebook and they expect to make money. They expect strangers to reach out to them and saying, "Dude, I just saw your profile and like, it was just the best thing ever. Like, I totally resonate with everything that's on your profile and I just want to do business with you." Okay, you're not going to get anybody that says that. If you don't share anything about you, you have to share your thoughts, your experiences, things you like, the things you dislike, the activities you go about every day, your values, your morals, your ethics, how you go about business. What's your opinion on the business world? Where do you see the industry going to? How did you jump into this industry? Why does it even matter to you, man? Like, think about all those things. People, and you need like, I know this isn't rocket science, guys. This is pretty simple stuff. But you probably don't implement any of this, do you? Like, think about it truly. Do you really do this to the best of your ability? Are you vulnerable with people? Do you share some of the things that make you a little bit uncomfortable that people will be able to say, whoa, this guy gets it, you know? Like, for example, and this isn't me, but this is a couple of people I know. Like, let's say you're in the fitness space and you're a guy. A lot of guys, unfortunately, and this is just my opinion, right? Look, hey, I'm sharing my values. Well, look at this, right? Marketing moment. Unfortunately, a lot of guys go to the gym just to impress girls, just to look good, just to get girls. I'm not about that. Like, I think there's a lot wrong in that personally, right? But some people do it. If you share that opinion with people, that's a vulnerable like part of you. That's an insecurity. If you share that with your audience, like, man, really the reason I got to the gym is because I got rejected in the 11th grade or something by my crush at the prom or whatever. And, she said, oh, well, you're too skinny. Like, I would never go out with you. And then you just like, your world was like shocked. You just completely changed in that point. And, that made you go work out and get fit. And that's really what then you realized you loved fitness and health and stuff, right? Okay. That's an example right there. Share that stuff too. Okay, guys, that's enough. You understand, I'm sure, to this point, what I am trying to get across to you, what I'm trying to say. The most important part is that you implement all of this. Look at people in your content that, you know, you get every day. Get a little bit of inspiration if you want to know how to do it, or if you want to know exactly how to do it, and not just wing it. Okay, if you want to make digital assets too that do the pre-selling for you as far as selling your products or solutions go, and as far as making your content appealing to people, the right people in your audience and your future audience who will want to buy from you, who already know everything about your product or service, how you can help them. They already know, like, trust, to use a figure of authority. If you want to know how to do that, not just knowing what to do, but like how to go about it, because there is a certain way. If you want to know how, and if you want to know the skill of doing that for the rest of your life, if you want to develop that skill, which can make you millions of dollars, then reach out to me on Messenger. Drop me a hashtag me. Let me know you saw this video. Hey man, just checked out that branding ramble that you had a couple days ago and really liked what you were saying, but I just want to know how to do this. I want to know how to implement it. Reach out to me. Very, very simple. Okay, guys. Hopefully you guys liked this video. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much. Hopefully you guys stayed with me here and this all made sense. Wherever you're at, hope you all had a great evening. Remember, okay, subscribe, follow, check out any new videos that I put on here. It's all for your guys' benefit. Okay, I cannot wait to do another one. Keep informing you guys the best marketing strategies, the best affiliate strategies to scale your business to 6 figures, 7 figures, to beyond, to making a long-term, sustainable, profitable business that you enjoy. That's what I'm all about here. So if you want more of that, check out my content, and I'll see you all in another video. Have a good evening, guys.